Never mind, my mic was muted. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we are going to be doing some more animation today. Also, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Alright, cool. Let's go. So, what we're going to do today is, I'll just get right into it. We're going to be working on a new scene / shot today. We're going to be working on this one, which is a Larvitar and a Lucario. I'll play through it. It is got a little bit of audio. I'll mute it for now. But it's quite a simple shot. Yeah, so it's just a Larvitar that'll just go a little bit off the rails. Alright, this needs to be a stream. Okay, good. Hello Trainer, welcome. Hello Cool Life, Skittles, and MLP Multi-Language. Hello. Also, sorry if you can hear some birds in the background. Those are mine. They are going a little bit... They're being a bit loud today. If they get too annoying, I might have to go and shut them up. Alright, let me just get a few more things ready, and then we can start. Okay, so let's go. So what I'm thinking is first, I might do the background first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Photoshop. Actually, can I just reuse some backgrounds? Let me double check. I might actually be able to stitch together some backgrounds so I don't have to redraw everything. You know what? I think I can probably just reuse a floor. I don't think I have to... I don't think I have to actually draw anything new. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see if I can reuse a background so that I don't have to redraw anything today. Because I'm lazy. Alright. So I'm just reusing a lot of the floors that I've made essentially since... Well, made. These are backgrounds that I used for the past Pokemon Unite and also for the past Pokemon Unite and also X and Y. So, okay, let me just export this background. Export single layer PNG. Floor 2. But yeah, these are backgrounds that I did for when I did X and Y. I used a 3D background. So I have all the sort of textures that I use for those, but I never actually really used them afterwards. And then also, I don't plan on doing another 3D background today, just because they are incredibly why can't I speak today? They're incredibly glitchy, and whenever I try and do a 3D background, it just destroys everything else that I'm trying to do while I'm animating. So it's really difficult to do. So X and Y was actually quite a huge nightmare to work on because of how many moving parts there were, and it was just very, very annoying to work with. So I'm not going to do a 3D background. I am going to do a parallaxing background though. And to do that, what I can actually do is, so let me double check something. What I can do is I'm going to go ahead and just grab this bottom half of this floor, and I'm going to put it in a mask. So essentially, it only shows this bottom half, which is the half I want. What I can do then is match up the floor to where I want it to be. And then no, this needs to be on an angle first. What am I doing? I imported the wrong thing. Give me a sec. Hello, Opal Burst. Why are there animals? What did I miss? You haven't missed much so far. It's just been me messing around, trying to get a background to look nice. So you're not missing out on too much at the moment. Why is there an owl, a Godzilla, and an axolotl? Oh, last stream, I said if you give me an interesting fact about a Pokemon, I will add that interesting fact about that Pokemon on the stream. So the owl is supposed to be a Decidueye. We've got Greninja, the blue frog. We've got, I forget what the Godzilla was based on, and then we've got a Wooper in the bottom corner. And I can't remember what the snail thing was, but that was based on Shellos, I think. Yep. So I'm going to continue the tradition. If you have an interesting fact about any Pokemon that you know, please share it, and I will add that interesting fact about that Pokemon on the screen. Shellos, there we go. Yeah, it needs to be an interesting fact that I personally do not know. That's alright. You don't have to have... if you don't have any interesting facts, you can make up something. And if I believe it, I will add that Pokemon. What's the Pepsi can for? That's a non-specific brand of blue and red soda that I enjoy drinking a lot, and is my catalyst for... not catalyst. It is the substance that I most drink the most of. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, this is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm going to essentially try and mask this as two different backgrounds. But there's only so much this program can do, so it's gonna look a little bit weird. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to turn this into a looping background. I don't know what the speed is yet, so I'm just gonna guess. I also need to make these into two separate layers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have... Actually, I can... Oop, saving for auto recovery. Cool. I'm going to move this up here, so that this ends up on the top layer like that. And then I'm going to move this across this way, and then sort of skew it across like this. And I'm hoping... Not quite. Okay. Okay, this is the difficult part. This is where I'm trying to get the image to line up as well as possible. Alright, it's not quite there. Okay, so a little bit more dramatic. This is going to take a little bit of time just because it's a lot of trial and error to just try and get the thing perfect. Okay, that's close enough. Alright, what I'm also going to do is, now that those are more or less lined up, I'm going to squish I'm going to squish them down like this so that it looks like a parallaxing effect, or close enough to a parallaxing effect, I guess. And there we go. So if I hide this, it should look pretty seamless. Yep, good. Alright, and then I'm just going to cut this short so that it doesn't have a frame where it's stuck on the same loop. Alright. Alright, what have people been saying? Maybe I'm thirsty. Yes, I am thirsty, and I do drink Peppers on the daily. Pepsi. Godzilla would be Tyranitar. I don't think Godzilla was Tyranitar. I think there was another Pokemon based on... I think there was another Pokemon based on Godzilla. I just can't remember what it was. You can wield an Aegislash, but he's 5'7", so good luck with that. If you're Cloud, maybe. Honed Edge is the Pokemon that's literally a sword. Yep. Don't wield a Pokemon, it wields you. Where the marshmallow has been. Oh, yeah, true. Let me bring the marshmallow back up. Oh, he's hiding. That's why. There he is. There's the marshmallow. There you go. Alright, cool. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to not make the background move just yet. I will have the background move when the camera moves. Alright, cool. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to hide this. I'm going to put it underneath the Larvitar, and alright. Let's start working on Larvitar. I might do the background elements last. I just need the floor for now, just so I can have a base. I'm going to be a little bit all over the place because I have not really planned out what I want to do for this shot very well. Alright, I'm just going to quickly do a little bit of organization just so I can have everything orderly. Okay. Alright, so let's do the Larvitar. So it's just going to be a Larvitar just punching this Bunnelby left and right. I might reuse the Bunnelby from when I did the Unite animation because I did make a Bunnelby asset. It's not going to be very animated, so it's going to be sort of like a trick to the eye, if that makes sense. I'm just going to skew it, but yeah, we'll see. I'm also just going to open my other shot that I did the other day, just so I can get the colors. Who here likes plain marshmallows? I like plain marshmallows, but I don't like marshmallows on their own. I only like toasted, and I only eat the outside. So what I do is when you toast a marshmallow, I don't like the gooey parts. I only like the actual crispy outside. So you slightly burn the outsides of the marshmallow over a fire, and then you just sort of peel the crispy skin off, and then eat that, and then you toast the gooey insides over the fire again, and then you get another crispy outside. And I just do that until I run out of crispy insides. Alright, until I run out of marshmallow. I'm gonna put this over here so I can have a reference. Yeah. It's a bit thick. That's good. Toaster scrambles. I don't know what a toaster scramble is. You prefer the goop of a cooked marshmallow. Yeah, I'm very much a... I only eat the crispy outside. The goop is too much sugar for me. At least the outside is like nice and crispy, and I can eat one marshmallow that lasts me forever. That is the weirdest way to eat a marshmallow I've ever heard. I approve. Look, I don't like the goopiness, so I just burn the goopiness and get another crispy edge, and then I can eat one marshmallow for like... Everyone else is gobbling them down super quick, and I can have essentially an almost near infinite marshmallow. I can have a marshmallow that lasts me, like, I don't know, like, because the marshmallow just keeps expanding every time you cook it, so, yeah, I can just have a marshmallow that lasts me a good 10 minutes, if it's a jumbo one. Now, if it's a small one, that'll last me 5 minutes. Pretty sure that trivia about Pokemon that's just the Pokedex entry name or origin doesn't count. Yeah. Give me a interesting fact about Pokemon about either their design, like something that's like, oh, this Pokemon is based on this animal in real life that went extinct and that's why it's a ghost type. For Decidueye, for example. Because we're asking, like, why is Decidueye a ghost type? It's just a bird. It's not dead either, and it's because it's an extinct bird. I'm like, oh, that makes sense and is very cool. So if you have any cool trivia like that, like yeah. Oh, another one is that Remoraid and frick, what's its evolution? Remoraid was supposed to be a gun, but it was too violent. So it was supposed to be a gun and a tank. I can't remember what the evolution's called. Octillery, that's what it is. Yeah, so fun fact about those ones that I don't know if anyone's... It was supposed to be a gun and a tank. But they thought, oh, it's a bit too violent. Let's not have that. So they toned down Remoraid and Octillery's design to look more like a fish and an octopus. But they're actually supposed to be a gun and a tank. But it was too violent, so the Pokemon Company removed that and made them look more sort of fish-like. Yeah. Oh, still in Remoraid. Remoraid's a fish, and you would never expect a fish to evolve into an octopus, but that's the reason why it does. If you've ever wondered why. Charizard looks like a dragon because it's a fire type and not a dragon type. My friend said that, and I don't know why it happened. Yeah. Charizard is not a dragon type. Even though he does look like a dragon. Why is my hand so shaky today? Dragon was a special type back in Gen 1, and also Dragon type would be busted as a starter. That's true. There were not a lot of dragon types, so I guess to balance things out, they didn't make it a dragon. Even though he is a dragon. Or he looks like a dragon. I will never expect to see Phoebus evolve into Milotic. True, why... Yeah, why... Okay, why does Phoebus evolve into a Milotic? Can someone explain that? Espeon is based off the Egyptian cat. I knew that. Typhlosion has the exact same stats as Charizard. I don't know enough about stats to know if that's true or not. Hello, little man. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so at the moment I'm just lining this Larvitar punching a Bunnelby. And yeah, it's just going to be a simple loop of him punching back and forth. So I'm going to do the in-between frames now. Actually, you know what? I should not do the in-between frames. I should do the last frames first, and then do the in-between frames. There we go. Phoebus is supposed to be and represent ugliness, and Melodic is supposed to be the representation of beauty that comes after the blooming from being heckin' ugly. So is it supposed to be like an ugly duckling? Excuse me. Like an ugly duckling situation? Like, I feel like Phoebus and the story is just straight up the ugly duckling story. Yeah, okay. I thought Pokemon types were equally strong with this rock, paper, scissors gameplay. Not quite. There's some Pokemon are built different. Feraligator's name has a typo in it. It's supposed to be Feraligator, but the name had reached the 10 characters max in all the Pokemon game, which is odd. Wait, is that true? They couldn't spell Feraligator because... Hang on. Does Feraligator actually... Oh my gosh, I did not know Feraligator had no O. That has just been staring me in the face. Alright, cool. I think Feraligator deserves a spot. I genuinely did not know that. I actually had no idea Feraligator had no O in his name. Alright, I'm adding Feraligator to the pile. That is actually an interesting fact. Do I play Splatoon 3? I have not played Splatoon 3 in over a year. It bugs him for eternity. Yeah, that's gonna bug me now. I had no clue that Feraligatr had no O with his name. That is actually super surprising to me. And it shouldn't be. It should be so obvious, but it's not. Oh, are you serious? It's a fake PNG. Hang on, let me find a real PNG. Another sword fact. Aegis Slash's Unite move, Coup de Grace, is French for knockout, hinting that the fact is an ending move, not a starting move, unlike some brain-dead maggots. Okay. I don't know. I knew what Coup de Grace means, but yeah. If you call it Coup de Grace, it's Coup de Grace, I think. If you call it Coup de Grace. Alright, add source. Here we go. It takes me forever to get a... Oh, there we go. Alright, Feraligatr, you can go here. Also, I need to give Feraligatr one thing. Feraligatr gets a special treat. Where is it? There it is. Feraligatr, you get your O back in the form of a donut. Oh no, I've lost the donut. I can't grab it. There he goes. Alright. There we go. He's got a donut now. Sick! Alright, let's go back to work. Coup de grace means blow of mercy, like putting someone out of its misery. Yeah, that's right. After the Experience 3, can you make Experience 4 about Panic Parade? Does anyone play Panic Parade? I feel like it was like a one-time gimmick, and then no one has really gone back to it. Like, I don't know. Does people actually play Panic Parade? I don't know if it's big enough of a deal to make an animation about it. It's pronounced coup de grace. Coup de grace. I thought it was coup de grace. You like it for the prizes. Play Panic Parade. It's a nice break from the chaos. Alright, I don't feel like I mainly make like the animations based on the funny problems of Pokemon Unite, not really the good things about it. But like I feel like I don't know if there'd be much to cover after this animation, just because it's quite limiting in what you can do, I feel. And I would like to move on to either other Pokemon things rather than just being stuck in Unite. Because there are other Pokemon series and other just games in general that I would want to make animations on. And although I love Pokemon, I would like to move on to some other things. Unable to save. Why? Why do you do this to me? Hang on, I need to make a new save. Panic Parade is getting played because the game forces you with rewards. Oh, I see. They're still doing the reward thing. I mean, when it first came out, I did play it quite a bit, but I feel like maybe it's just me. I haven't really gone back to it, so I don't know if it's any good or not. But I remember it just being a fine game mode that was there. Same with the trainer one. But I feel like that one is just, you just play 5 games of like bot matches, and then that's about it. I was gonna do something and I've already forgotten what I was gonna do. Oh, I was gonna save. Duh. Stupid me. Alright, there we go. You're actually supposed to pronounce the S in Striker Fat, which is like eating someone out with bacon. Whoops, okay. So coup de grace. Just cipher it. Okay, so it's coup de grace, not coup de grace. And not coup de gras. So I'm wrong on everyone's wrong. Thanks for clearing that up, Duskrunner. Hello Lucario, welcome to the stream. We're speaking French today. Oh, dude, I got this one speck of something in my eye and I can't get it out and it's so annoying. Oh man, alright. Oh, there we go. No, Lucario, not late. We only really just started, actually. Yeah, we've already gone into talk about how to pronounce French words and also drawing a silly little. Dang it! There's too many Pokemon names. I can't think of them all at once. Larvitar. There we go. Okay, so to make this a loop, I've pretty much done just the two main frames for the punch. Now I just do the in-betweens, which is essentially just the fists being swung at full speed. Like this. Cool. Almost there. Larvitar looking mad fine. Thank you. I don't. He's an angry boy. He's just gonna be punching and dealing some serious 20 damage to this Bunnelby. Okay, and then the hardest part is actually working out where everything goes. There's so many bits and pieces to Larvitar. And with such a small, stumpy body, it's really difficult to sort of gauge where everything is supposed to go. Or at least for me it is. Okay, this goes off screen. This goes here. This is going to fall forward. Like so. And then the foot rotates here. Okay. Strike of Fat is a finishing move by an overweight character in a battle of the manga. Underestimated by everyone. That's awesome. I'm starting to play Pokemon Unite again, just don't know what Pokemon to use. Fair. Look, I also don't really know. I've just been going with who I was playing before, which was Sylveon and Goodra were my two mains, and I only ever play really those two. I feel like picking up a new character to use requires a little bit of skill, which I do not have. So I just tend to stick to whoever I know how to play. Unlike the actual animation that I made, I don't actually swap between like 50 different characters. I only ever played two characters pretty much, which was just only pretty much Goodra and Sylveon. The only exception being was when Zacian came out. I pretty much just played Zacian just because of how stupidly overpowered he was. But that's it. After that, I never really played any other Pokemon. Play a supporter like Clefable, it'll build good habits. I do play a bit of Eldegoss. And I can play Eldegoss pretty alright. And so I know how to support if we don't have if my team needs a supporter. But unfortunately I fall into the categories where I don't really find support as much fun. I am very much I feel like I need to contribute to the team by actually getting kills. So if I'm just sort of like passively healing, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. It's definitely more of a me thing, and it's not a good me thing. But yeah, in order to have fun and enjoy the game, which I want to play over winning, I want to have fun in the game rather than winning. And to me, I don't know, I don't really vibe with supporters. I think that 99% of the Pokemons are super easy, which is why I swap between all of them. Pretty much made whatever's meta at the moment. That's fair. I can't get into it. I feel too much nervousness when playing a new character because I just want to experiment. And then that drives other people insane, where I can't really... I'm not one to go into training mode and practice to see what the character does. I just pick it up and go, oh, what does this character do? And actually try and play it in a game. And if I do not do very well in the first game that I play, I'm like, oh well, this character sucks, I'm not going to play it. So it needs to be an easy understand character. I'm not one to usually play MOBAs. I actually really dislike MOBAs, or most MOBAs I should say. Pokemon Unite is the only exception, just because it's quite easy for me to understand, and there's no on-the-fly building or decision-making that you have to do, where you have to like read the descriptions of like 50 different things to know what they do. Which is why I can play it which is why I play Pokemon Unite. It's the only MOBA that doesn't take eons to complete, and it is quite a easy to pick up and play game when I'm not going for competitive. Don't want to sound like an elitist. I think they were just designed to be easy. Like, they can be easy and fun. There's a difference between easy and... There's a difference between being easy and fun and being hard, difficult, and, like, not fun. And I feel like... Okay, something like League, I feel there's too many moves, and it's just too much to understand and too much to gauge all at one time. It's definitely a me thing, because other people, some have no problem picking up the game and knowing exactly what to do. I just can't do that. My brain does not work that way. And I think with Pokemon Unite, because it's so simple, and because there's only really 3 moves you need to worry about at one time, and what they all do is pretty straightforward and easy to understand as soon as you pick up and play the characters, that's what I like, that's what I understand. And then also, if I can see a Pokemon doing more damage than I am, I can usually guess as to why that's so. Whereas in League, if someone's destroying me and I have no idea why, I'm never going to understand why, and I feel like I'm just playing a bad character. Don't play it. Yeah, I played it once and I will never play it again. Alright, let me just check if that's good. I think I want this to extend out more. Let's see if this looks good. Alright, it's a little slow. I don't know if I like the bounce back very much. Let me just see what it looks like without the bounce back. No, it needs the bounce back. Alright, you know what? I'm going to color him in first, and then I'm going to do all the little bits and pieces. I started League when there weren't as many champions, so it was easy for me to keep up with the training, with the learning. That's fair. Decks have been pretty bad lately in Unite because everyone's playing all-rounders now, and they aren't playing smart. Dang. Alright. Coloring time. No, I need it to go a little bit longer. Okay. Let me just grab those colors. That's not the correct color. Where is it grabbing this yellow from? There's no yellow on this Larvitar. Animate, what is wrong? Alright, look at this. Look at this program. This is green, right? I get my color picker. I click on the color. Alright, now it picks the green. Why was it picking blue before? Now when I'm trying to show everyone how awful this program is, you work fine. What is wrong? Whatever. Before, I was trying to color pick the correct thing, and it was like, no, you're picking blue. A blue that doesn't exist. No, it works perfectly fine now. Of course it does. Welcome Gamer Blaine. Thank you. Welcome Thomas to the stream. Yep. Sylveon's AoE range will be much larger, but the damage is nerfed. What? No, keep it the same. I've gotten used to the cone shape. That sucks. Alright, let's grab the black bits and the white. Whoops. Total white. Alright, I think that's every color that I need, so I can just... Let's add some dark spots here. And some white on the toes. And then I think we are good. Alright, that was a nice short little animation. Alright, why is there some screen tearing now? What is wrong with my computer? I'm just trying to animate, man. I'm not trying to do anything too difficult. Alright, I'm actually going to have him lean forward and then back. Alright, let me just get all my frames in order. Okay, I want him to go back even more. And then lean forward. And lean more forward. And I'm going to grab this last frame and really push it forward like that. And I think that should look good. Okay, now it's too slow. You know what? I don't know if I actually need these in between frames. No, I do need them. They look good. Alright, I'm gonna just remove these then. It still looks very slow to me. He's just because he's so stubby, it doesn't look like he's moving that fast. Maybe if I just reduce the frames. I might extend him out even more. All right. There we go. All right, that'll do. Okay, and now I will add the Bunnelby. What are people saying about me? Do you hear birds in the background? Yes, those are my birds. They like to scream and are kind of annoying. If they get too annoying, I might have to go and shut them up. I see a lot of people using Crustle. Okay. I haven't really been playing much online besides with like people in the Discord, so I actually have no idea what people have been playing. He has birds nearby in this stream. Yep. I use Charizard. I'm pretty good with him. That's cool. Keep him slow. He's a fluffy Larvitar. No, I want him to have a little bit of speed because it's a bit funny. Can't help notice that Larvitar has such a long arm. Yes, I'm keeping the arm long just because it's not quite accurate to his character, but the long arm is needed because he needs to reach, and otherwise he'd be too close. I can, you know what? I can actually shrink it down for when he's not punching, just to make it a little more accurate to his character. So when he's doing the punch, it's very long, but when he is not punching, it's back to being stubby. That might actually make it look better. Yeah, that's good. All right, cool. I'm gonna grab that Bunnelby. Let me try and find it first because I have no idea where it would be. What is happening to my layout? Go back, please. Oh, what has happened? Dude, what? Animate, my goodness, can you please not do this to me? I'm streaming and I need to get work done. This is not being helpful. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my god. Dude! Don't you love it when Adobe just refuses to... Please? Okay. Alright, cool. And we're back. Oh my gosh. That was very annoying. Alright. What was I doing? Yeah, I was gonna get that Bunnelby. Sorry about that. That was very unfortunate. Hello, Cap. Still gotta do the tail. Yep, I will grab the tail from the other, from the other shot that I did as well. Where is Pokemon Unite? There's Pokemon Unite. I was grabbing the Bunnelby, which I believe would be in this file. What's your favorite place that you've been to, and do you remember me from last stream? I do remember you, Lucario. What's my favorite place I've been to? As in, like, overseas? I've been to Nagasaki. I'm planning to go back to Japan next year. I've only ever been once, and that was to Nagasaki. It was great, but it was also a tour of the bomb museum, so... It was also a bomb museum, so it was a little bit sad. But it was very insightful. And I enjoy, like, war museums and stuff, so it was cool. But also, yeah, quite sad. Alright, there's the Bunnelby. Okay, and let's pop him in. I'm home alone today, so I'm probably going to log off the stream soon and continue practicing my lines. That's fair. Can you play Pokemon Unite? Yes, if you want to... join our Discord. We do play Pokemon Unite on there. So if you would like to join our Discord, you can ask for the Pokemon Unite role, and then you can actually join us as we play. We don't usually have a set time, so it's just whenever we feel like it. But yeah. Alright, he's on 3s? Yes, he's on 3s. Okay. That's what I forgot to do. Wait, have I not been using pressure sensitivity? No. I've just been using a really thin brush. Oh, why is everything going bad today? Alright, I'm going to make Larvitar's outline a little bit thicker. Excuse me. Alright. Just so that it's a little closer to the other line width. Okay. Good. Alright, now the Bunnelby. Very easy. All I'm going to do is add 3 frames. Boop. And then a little bounce back. These are the cheap strats that I use to animate. And I've already messed up. Oh. Yes, Cap is the voice of Lucario, and he did it in Pokemon vs. Power World. He did a pretty good job. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so... what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, grab these frames, put them here. One too many. And so I'm going to be a little bit quiet now because I'm trying to concentrate. Okay, he's going to be on screen for one more frame. So, there. Okay, and I'm just gonna delete these so that it doesn't get too confusing. Alright, I'm going to... Which one's the floor? Is this the floor? That's the floor. I'm gonna move the floor up. And... going to... okay, I'm going to lock that in place. And... I'm going to set this to loop. Until it stops here. And then I'm going to set this to single frame. Okay, I think that should work as intended. Let me double check. It still doesn't look quite right. Oh, you know why? This needs to go further back. Okay, I have a little bit of trouble here because this is supposed to be like that. Alright, I am going to redo this. Sometimes this process is just very difficult, and sometimes it's very easy, and it's very difficult to gauge which one it's going to be. Alright, that looks better. Alright, cool. Back on track. Alright, what have people been saying? I got some rap lyrics for a song I'm dropping. That's cool. I'd be curious to see that. I'm the first thing that comes up when you look up Lucario in the search bar. Okay. Yeah, if you want to post links of things that you've done in the server, that would be awesome. You can do that. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to join you. Awesome. Alright, cool. Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent of me trying to fix this stupid background because... yeah, I'm lazy and do not want to draw a new one. Alright. Remind me, is there anything important at the start of the map? Like, I'm maybe debating if I add a goal, but I don't know if that's just going to be too much. I was planning on just adding like one of the circle goal things here. Do I have a circle goal? Maybe I could just try it out. I do have the circle goal. Alright. I'm hoping it's just not gonna be too interfering, I guess. Let's see how it looks. Alright, my birds are going on a screaming spree. I'm very sorry. Okay. So if I add the circle, oh my gosh, it's gonna have to be. Alright, if I do add this, it's gonna have to be smaller. And the Lucario is going to be bigger than it, so I might actually have to reduce the size of the Bunnelby and Larvitar if I do that. Yeah, otherwise the Lucario looks massive. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to add the goal. Otherwise, that's just too much I have to deal with. Were you able to find clear audio of the brawl tripping sound? I do all my sound effects at the end, so I'm sure I can find somewhere. I'm pretty sure if I just go like the sound resource, I have a pack of I have a pretty big library of like Smash sounds. Was there tripping in? Yeah, there's tons of like brawl sounds from just that have been ripped from the game, so I might be able to just find one for a tripping sound. But yeah. Welcome, Striker. Alright, I might actually reduce the size of these guys so that I can make Lucario just a tad bigger. I don't want Lucario this big. I think the Lucario is a little bit too big in this shot. So, decisions. I might reduce his size a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go in here. And I'm just gonna select all. And have him about that size. I don't know what... Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna reduce the size of everything else that comes after it. Like so, and hopefully that does not break everything. That does not break everything. Okay, good. Alright, Lucario, have fun at the gym. Bye. Lucario and Eevee are the best Pokemon. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Alright, now let me do the Lucario. Oh boy, alright, run cycle. Oh wait, Larvitar's tail. Crap. Let me do that first. Here. Okay. Okay, next goes back like that. Me and my indecisive stupidity. Alright. I think that will do. Yes, Larvitar does have a tail. It's not... Larvitar and tail don't mix well. Really? It's like a little... It's like a little spout thing. It's not really a tail, is it? It's like a... It's more or less like a little flower on its back. Alright, I might make it a little shorter. By the way, is Luxray a Pokemon with one of the best vision to hunt in the dark? I want a Luxray for Pokemon Unite. Luxray is a Pokemon with one of the best visions to hunt in. Oh, okay, so it has good night vision. Okay. Alright, let's see. That'll do. I'll add some hit effects later. Oh no, because it's too small. Oh, thank you, Gaijin McGee, for subscribing. Okay, I've gotta. Ugh, I just realized I've got to move all the. I've got to move the Bunnelby back, or I can move the Larvitar forward. No, I don't have to move the Bunnelby back. All right, there we go. Okay. Now we can start animating Lucario. I could just do it in here, actually. That way I have all my sketch layers done for me. Oof, sorry to hear your Wi-Fi died. Alright, let me see. Alright, hang on. I need to get the same line thickness. There we go. Alright, I'm going to import my Lucario that I did for my last shot. Oopsies. Oh no! What is happening? Leave him alone. Leave the poor boy alone. Gonna need to sleep soon. That's fine, Apple Burst. Hope you have a good rest. Okay. I'm gonna add Lucario right here, just as a size reference. Make him slightly bigger. And there we go. Alright. Also, I realized in all of the shots that I've done so far, I haven't actually done Lucario's tail, so I'm going to have to go back and do that as well. But for now, I'm just going to focus on getting the main body shapes, and I'll do all the tail stuff last. Why did I decapitate the Larvitar? It was an accident, okay? I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to decapitate the Larvitar. It was an accident. I'm so sorry. Alright, I'm actually gonna do what I did like last time and just draw one head and reuse it over and over again, because it saves me time and I don't have to redraw the head every single frame. You know what? Because it's a run cycle, I could just draw Lucario's body once and actually just do the legs separately. You know what? I might do that. I might actually do that because it's going to be so much faster. So I might just make a puppet of Lucario, because it'll just be so much faster than drawing everything frame by frame. And then if I make a mistake, I can just easily fix it. Spike chest, and alright, that'll be the body. I'm just going to turn all these into symbols, so oopsies. That's not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be outside. And over here. And I made the head too big, so I'm going to shrink it down slightly. That's good. You have to leave soon, but you have to eat dinner. That's alright, Rish. I'll catch you later. Okay, and then I'm going to do the arm. Arm's probably not going to have too much movement. Just because... it's just going to move up and down, essentially. Just bob up and down. Okay. Like that. And I'm going to grab the colors. I might as well just color everything in now while I'm not doing much. That's not the right word. While I'm not inside the symbol yet. Alright. Go ahead and grab these colors, put it in here. I left this gap here because of the head, but I realized that I left it in a very bad spot. It should actually be up here. What? Wait, this is a symbol inside of a symbol. What the heck am I doing? I'm stupid. Oh, my brain's not working today. Okay. So that little gap there is going to be so that the hair can flow out and look like it's connected to the head. There we go. That's starting to look good. Alright. Alright, Capitulator Apple. Apple's just gonna look. Alright, good night. Have a good rest. Okay, and then here comes the fun part. I get to do the layer. Oh, actually, let me do the body first. Actually, you know what? I can also do the underside of his legs here as well, just so that there's a plane to rotate on. I might need to come back and change this later, but I think if it looks like that, that'll do. All right. Whoa! Thanks for the donation, Simalf. Thank you. I don't know how this... okay, hang on. Why is the thing not... Okay. Let me just try and figure something out. Okay, you made a donation and it's supposed to have a thing come up, but it didn't. So let me try and figure out why that did not work. Thanks for the donation, though. That's amazing. Welcome, Senor J. Okay. I'm going to... quickly just check why the donation message did not come up. Or was it a YouTube membership? I don't actually know. Oh, there we go. That took a while. But yeah, thank you. Why did that take like 5 minutes to get up there? That's awesome. Alright, cool. Thanks, man. I think that's the first donation I've ever received on stream. That's awesome. Alright, cool. Back to Lucario. So, I'm doing his little butt thing here. I don't know what it's called. Just the underside, just so that he has a plane for his legs to rotate on. But yeah. Alright, cool. So, gonna do the legs. So, got the legs here. And, oh, you know what? I've made a dum-dum. This is actually supposed to be not in this layer. This is supposed to be under the layer. Like this. And I'll show you why in a second. Cool. Okay, and I'm gonna do the legs, so that's leg 1. Yeah, unfortunately this is gonna be a little bit tedious during this part, just because there's not much going to be happening for the moment, but as soon as I finish with this, then the magic will happen and he will start moving a bit more. But at the moment, I'm just drawing all the body parts of Lucario, just so that I can animate them later. I'm going to do the legs separately because I need them to be flat, like this. Alright. At first I wanted to wait after the animation came out and donate through one of the comments, but I wanted to see you live reaction. That's alright. Thank you so much for the donation again. I feel like a real streamer now. Alright. So, I'm gonna have two different feet. One that's sort of like a toes up and one that's toes down. Just so that it's sort of like... what's it called? It's sort of like, as your toes come down, they sort of flatten. So I'm gonna essentially alternate between the two. So let's do it like this. I don't want him to be too tall. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the legs. Alright, and I need to turn it up this way. Oh, here we go. Okay, and then second one is the toes being flat, and then the last one is the toes being held upright. Okay, and then the last one, I'm going to rotate the screen. It's going to be a little bit sickening, sorry about that. I'm doing this so I can get drawn this angle, like this. Alright, and I hope that that lines up good, but we'll see how we go. Hello, Alejandro Reyes. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. But welcome to the stream. Okay. So we're going to do that. We're going to see it's a single frame. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other leg. Yes. So this one's going to be a little bit shorter. Oh, I forgot one more position. Like that. Awesome. All right, cool. Forgot you were streaming today. That's alright, Frosty. Hello, you didn't miss out on too much. We did a Larvitar punching a Bunnelby, and now we're doing Lucario running. Alright, you know what? I think that's all the assets I need. Oh, I still need to do the back. I can do the background later. That's fine. So, I'm going to do my keyframes first. Wait, what is this on? Alright, I'm going to hide that for now. What is this doing up here? Go away. And then there's going to be the mid contact. And then this is going to go between the legs, like so. What? Oh, this is supposed to go down here. There we go. And... this doesn't look right. That looks a little bit better. Hang on. Whoops. Sorry, a little bit of indecisiveness going on. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Let me just move everything down a little bit. I moved everything down too much. And then put everything back up here. What is this? Why is there an extra butt up here? Where did this come from? Go away. Why does Feraligatr have a donut? It's because I did not realize Feraligatr does not have an O in his name. He is missing his O, so I gave him an O back. So he's got his O back in the form of a donut. Oh, you know why I'm stupid? This is supposed to be this way. Yeah, okay. And this is supposed to be up here, like that. And also, why is he so high? He doesn't need to be that high. And... am I going crazy? Why is nothing... I feel like... oh, I did it here. Something's wrong with my brain today. I'm keep thinking I'm doing something, but I'm not. Alright. Finally, I'm just going to move this leg down. And this leg goes and moves in front of this, and this goes up here to form his bottom. And this goes down like this. Okay, I think that is all the keyframes. Alright, he starts off way too high. I'm gonna lower him down a little bit. And bring him up like this. Okay, this goes down a bit more. That looks about right. Okay, now is the time. I can hear some birds chirping with high density. Yeah, sorry, that's my birds. You know what? I'm gonna go see if I can make them be quiet. Give me a sec. Alright, I'm back, sorry. I realize half the stream is probably left, but I'm back. Yeah, so I figured out what the problem was. Well, I hope I figured out what the problem was. They like to do this thing where they poop in their bowl, and then they can't drink the water. They're incredibly stupid. I try and move the bowl around so that they can't actually poop in their water bowl, but they are just not smart enough to understand that if you poop in the water bowl, it becomes dirty and you can't drink it. So I have to keep changing it like twice a day, and it's really stupid. They are literal dum-dums. They would not survive in the wild. Welcome, Game Reviews. Yeah, birds are nice. My birds are very nice, and they're very lovely creatures, but they are incredibly stupid and don't understand that if you poop in your water bowl, you can't drink the water. Yet they still stand in the water bowl and poop in it daily. Like idiots. Okay. You won't say it again once they start screaming. Yeah. I think the other problem is they think I'm talking with someone and they want to join in the conversation. So they'll just keep making noise. They want a lot of attention, but I know if I bring them in here, they're just going to make even more noise. And it's going to be impossible to talk. I might have to move them into another room at some point, but oh well. Okay, what is happening? Transform this horizontally. This goes like that. Okay, this goes a little bit lower. Huh? Something is wrong with my brain. I don't know why I'm making things go lower and higher. You know what? I'm just gonna start again because I think I've messed up in too many spots, and I should just get everything right the first time. Yeah. Okay. The joys of animating and then going, yeah, I didn't like that. I don't like that. Okay. Hopefully I get it right this time. First, I'm going to transform this the other way. Oops. And I'm going to move this here. I'm going to get all my pivot points in the correct spot so that everything can rotate on a good axis. Okay, good. I'm going to lower the amount of frames that I needed, just so that I don't have to keep fixing that up. How long have I been animating for? Good question. I've been animating for about 8 years now. Yeah, about 8 years. In terms of this project, I started working on it. When did I start working on it? I started working on the start of this month, I think. So it's been a little bit since I've started doing this project. Actually, you know what? Those toes are probably the best option for this pose. And then this needs to have more bottom. Oh, okay, there we go. I think. No, it still doesn't work. Why is nothing working today? Ah! Okay, there we go. Okay. Hopefully. Okay, there we go. Good. All right. So many side quests that I need to do just getting this animation to look good. No, I started when I was 15, so... Wait, it's 2024 now, so... Started when I was 15, so that'd be 9 years actually, not 8. Professionally animating for 4 years, but I started animating when I was 15. Yeah, I'll put it like that. Okay, this leg was the back leg, so it goes like this. This leg was the front leg, so it goes like this. Why are run cycles the bane of my existence today? I don't know. I'm usually pretty good at run cycles, but today I'm just not feeling it for some reason. What happened to the Pokemon Unite Experience 2? Pokemon Unite Experience 2 is X and Y. I know a lot of people did... I think I might need to actually rename it to make it more clear that it is the Pokemon Unite Experience 2, because I don't think a lot of people actually understood that was 2. But yeah, I am old, yes. You like my voice, it's soothing. Thank you. I think it's quite harsh, but that's just me. I don't know if anyone likes their own voice, but yeah. Thank you. Yes, there is a Pokemon Unite Experience 2. It is X versus Y. That is the Pokemon Unite Experience 2. It did not do as well as the Pokemon Unite Experience 1, so if you're coming from 1, I highly recommend trying to watch 2. 2, I put a lot of effort into it, and it is a different vibe from the Pokemon Unite Experience 1. Like, the Pokemon Unite Experience 1 was definitely a funnier project to work on. It had a lot more gags, but I put a lot of love and effort into 2, and yeah. 2 is a very different type of video, but it is fun. Oh no, what is going on now? Hang on, I've messed up. There we go. He's only 24, that's pretty young. Dang, you guys are too nice. I'm an old man by most of your standards. I know a lot of my audience is younger than I am, so... I'm an old man to you guys. Alright. I really hope that this works out. I really don't want to have to go and animate more. Alright, I'm going to Classic Tween. That'll essentially just animate everything for me badly. Okay, that's not the worst. It's garbage. It looks garbage at the moment, but I only use this as a guide. So, I'm going to change the easing of the poses. Senor J is 9 plus 10. Oh, he's 21. Got it. Alright, see you later, Alejandro. I hope I pronounced your name right. Or is it Alejandro? I'm not sure, but goodbye. But yeah. Oh, hello, Di. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Little bit better. I'm going to... But it looks a little bit stiff. So I'm going to convert that to frames. And I'm going to mess around with the timing. To make it a little more... Oh, actually, one other thing I need to do before I forget. Since it's on 2s, I need to make it boil. Which I should have done before. Give me a sec. Alright, I need to actually go in and make every frame boil. To give it that nice twitchy look that I like. Pokemon vs. Powered is one of the best animations I've seen. Thank you so much. I worked really hard on it, so I'm glad it's getting a lot of attention. I only need 2 frames for this. Still trying to work out how to do streaming, because I feel like a lot of people are interested on how I actually do animations, and yeah, I'd like to share how I do them as well. And if you're just here to hear my voice, that is completely fine as well. Yeah, only problem is animations take a very long time to create and do take up a lot of my time. So, and with YouTube being very demanding of your time and resources to create as much as possible, it is quite difficult to keep up making content, especially with animation, as it takes so long. Alright. But yeah, if I can just provide some background stuff. We got a little butt crack there. I did not mean to say butt crack. I'm so sorry. Okay. I will fix that in post. It may not even be there. I'm going to go every other frame. It's not even there. Cool. Alright. I am going to edit this very slightly just to get some of the keyframes just a little bit nicer in place. Okay, like this one, for example. This leg is actually supposed to be down here. And also stretched out like this. Still sorting out every line in scenes right now. It's taking way longer than I like. That's alright, take your time. My thoughts on the power trainer, he's the smartest and kind of funny. Yeah, I did want him to have a... I was planning on giving him a voice at first, but I realized that it would be way more intimidating if he just didn't say anything. Okay. So that's good, and then I need to do the same for this. Oh! It just goes up. Okay, never mind. Alright, last thing I'm going to do is, because these frames are a little bit more wild, I'm just going to add a little bit of smearing. Whoops. What just happened? Ah, this program, it likes to jump everywhere, except where I want it to go. It's so annoying. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I might just... There. And I can add my smears. So I can get that nice effect. Okay. I want this leg extended out more, like this. So I'm going to move that down. Okay, this is going to be smeared as well. There we go. The reason I do smears like this is just because I like the look of wind cutting through things. Some people do smears like they'll they'll stretch out the legs or body parts in the direction, which you can also do. But I like this sort of wind cutting effect that looks like essentially like it's sort of just like a really speedy smear. I know, I feel like that looks nicer to me. Some people prefer the other way, but I like it this way. It gives it more of an anime look, I think. Might add some back here. Just make sure you don't hold on them for too long, otherwise it'll look like it's part of the body, which is what you have to be careful of. Okay, and I'm also going to make the smear frames 1 frame instead of 2, so they're not held on for too long. Okay, I think Lucario dips too much in this one, so I'm actually going to tone that back a little bit. Okay, not quite. My birds are still screaming. Oh my gosh. Why are they still screaming? So sorry, my birds are screaming again. I think someone came down. I'm using smear frames for the first time in this meme that I'm doing, and squash and stretch motions, and it's been fun. I'm going to try that way next. Yeah. Squash and stretch is really fun. Smear frames add a lot of depth and personality to your things. I just do the wind effect because I feel like it looks like it's just sort of my style. But yeah, like even if you didn't want to do it this way, like for those who are curious, the other way would be to like stretch out the body parts like this, which they also look nice. Like there's no wrong way to do smear frames. So if I did it like this, it looks really weird on this frame just because, but if I play it back, yeah, it makes it look like he's moving his legs really fast, which, yeah, also works, but I think I prefer, just because it helps me keep my characters on model as well, I like to do these sort of wind look smear frames. Okay, let me just double check that looks good when I play it back. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, I will add the hair later. I'm going to do the hair and tail last, just because they're quite flappy, and I want to worry about the flappy, flowy things later, because they do, they're a little bit of an afterthought, and, not an afterthought, what's the word? You don't really want to, I don't really pay attention to them at the moment, otherwise, I pay too much attention to that, and then the animation doesn't look as good. So I like to do them a little bit later when I've got the entire thing animated first. Okay, I got the shrinking Lucario problem. Okay. Okay, this is... Oh, it's a movie clip. Why is it a movie clip? Give me 1 sec. Okay, so this frame should go into this frame, I believe. Yep. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new layer, move these ones down here as the guide. Okay. And then I'm going to have him rotate this way. This should not exist. And then I'm going to have him jump, and I'm going to just draw these frames from scratch. Okay, I'm going to quickly get rid of this thing in the background. Okay. And I'm going to try and have him wind up the punch a little bit. Oh, I forgot to do his back arm. I'm an idiot. I'll do it later. He's doing a Naruto run. I don't actually need to worry about the back arm. Naruto runs are easy, because you don't actually have to animate the back arms. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is get a new frame. Oh no, what is happening to my animation? Okay. Grab this, put this here. Use this as a reference guide. And put some emotions into the face. I mean, have you seen the smear frames from Naruto? They be stretching Pain's face every which way. Yes, I have. I think those were infamous, and some people thought they were bad. I really liked how they looked. They were really nice. But it's just me. I'm head out of this beautiful stream. Alright, catch you later. Game reviews. Oh, and he's back. Never mind. Alright, I gotta love it when peeps see smear frames and claim animation bad. Yeah. Look, if they just... Too much smear can be a bad thing, unless it's the intention of the animation. If you want what I consider a beautiful ugly animation, look up Ping Pong the Animation. It is got such a unique style that a lot of people will probably claim it's ugly because of how it looks, but I love it for that. Like, the actual frames of that animation are so janky looking, and they really utilize squash and stretch in ways that should not be done in anime. Like, anime does not use a lot of squash and stretch, but that animation, they go full tilt on just making it look disgusting. And it's beautiful, and it's raw, and it's like... I don't know what studio made the animation, but they did... I felt like they just let their animators loose and just said, do whatever you want to do. And it's just the most beautiful mess of an animation I've seen. And it has a good story as well. But yeah, Ping Pong the Animation has some of the grossest frames that are so beautiful. Hard to explain. But yeah, one of my all-time favorite animes. Okay. Lucario's big fist. Alright, what is this? This move's called Meteor Punch, right? Hang on, what is Lucario's, what is it called? What is Lucario's, like, first, like, level 1 move? Like, he can choose between, is it Meteor Mash? Let me just have a look at how it's animated. Yeah, it is Meteor Mash. Okay, let me just see if I can find a video of someone using... I don't think it's Quick Attack. It's Lucario's, it's the first... I'm pretty sure it's Meteor Mash. Yes, it is Meteor Mash. Okay. Yeah. I know Quick Attack is the other one, but I want to do Meteor Mash for this one. Oh my gosh, why are my birds screaming again? I just fed you! Alright, hang on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna try and shut them up. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, the birds, my roommate came down and they started screaming for her attention. Oh, Ian the Bean has subscribed. Thank you. Thank you for subbing. Alright. But yes, so it is Meteor Mash, that I want. Lucario just essentially just puts his whole thing back and just does a punch. It's more the effect. It's more the just effect that looks cool. Alright, I will add the punch effect later. But I'll just have him bring up his whole fist first. I don't know if I actually need to add the spike. Probably not. And then I'm just going to have the smear here. Okay, I actually really need to remember to make my character's sizes consistent. You know what? Next stream I should probably set up a bird cam so that you guys can see the birds. And if they start screaming, you can see why they're screaming. Okay, what leg is forward? Front leg forward, okay. And then the back paws here. Like that. And then he's got little toe beans. I keep wanting to add a toe bean here, but Lucario doesn't actually have a toe bean here. He's only got it on these front and then one up here for some reason. And I don't know why they didn't just give him another toe bean back here, but oh well. I know it's supposed to be like sort of dog anatomy, but dogs sort of have a weird toe that goes off this side and then That would have to toe been over here, but oh well. Weird tangent. Okay. Alright, catch you later, Skittles. Have a good one. Alright, and then... Why is he floating? Oh, that's just a reference. I'm stupid. Ugh. Welcome back, Thomas. Gonna do the foot like this. I'm also gonna just go ahead and add some smear frames right away because I don't want it to look pretty. Oh yeah, another pro tip: if you don't know what a body part should look like because it's in the middle of a frame and you're too lazy to draw it anatomically correct, you can just make it a smear frame. That's how I get away with a lot of my stuff. Okay, I'm going to shrink him down slightly, or just make his top half a little smaller. Okay, and then the back arm like this. Actually, no, I'm gonna have the arm up here. Like this. That looks a little bit ugly, but it's going to be on screen for less than a second, so I don't care. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and do the last frame now, which is the punch. I'm also just going to grab this one here, just so that I can have a reference. Alright, see you later, senor. Thanks for joining the stream. Catch you later. Okay. After this Lucario, I probably will stop streaming as well, but I think, yeah. You like the bird camera idea? Alright, I'll see if I can get some sort of wireless camera that I can put on the birds so you can hear them chirping and so that they won't feel alone. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I don't know if I have a camera that's actually long enough to put like near the camera, but so I'll have to get some sort of wireless camera. Okay, and then lip punch. Right, I'm gonna have to focus a little bit more on this one just because it's gonna be a bit more complicated to draw. How do I... Decisions. Okay, I need to have this up like this. And then... And then big fist out. Like so. Excuse me. And then I'm just going to be lazy and do that for that. And... Alright, how's the legs going to work? They need to be further back. Okay, I think... Okay, I think I made the body a little bit too big, so I'm going to fix that up slightly by increasing the size of the... Oh, what happened? Alright, see you later, Frosty. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay. I'm going to finish off this Lucario. Like that. Okay, and then the front leg is going to be extended as well. Like that. And I gotta add a little Toby in there. Alright, and I'm going to shrink him just a little bit because he's a little bit too big. Like that. Okay. Alright, and then we've got the surprised frame and then the look back frame. Alright, hi Frodo. Gonna go back to your cave? Alright. Catch you later. Editing audio this whole time. Wow. You must be doing some killer lines there, Cap. For those who don't know, Cap is doing the voice of Lucario for this animation, and he also did the voice of Lucario for Pokemon vs. Power World as well. Okay, so now to do the in-between frames, which will probably be easy, I hope. So I might actually overlay it with the last one I drew. Just so that I can have the size stay consistent so I don't have to keep worrying about drawing my characters too big or too small. Alright, and then ears go that way. And a big overhead punch. Whoops, that's not an eraser. There we go, okay. I might add a little bit of smearing on that one just because I want it to look like it's starting to go fast. Will there be a comfey in the animation? Unfortunately not. Although I am planning to add, I still need to add a few more Pokemon to the enemy team. So on the, we're going to have a collection of the worst players on the allied team, and then a collection of maybe some of the best players. So I might just see what's currently trending. I would like to add more Pokemon, but yeah, unfortunately, there's only so many I can add in each game, so I can't add everything that I would like. I would love to have a Goodra in my team, but like Goodra's my favorite Pokemon, but I'm not going to add Goodra because there's just not too many. Goodra's not a very controversial Pokemon. Neither is Lucario, but Lucario is kind of the punching bag of the Pokemon Unite series, so I'm adding him, and he's also a fan favorite. So why not? I'm adding Larvitar because he's silly, and he needs a lot of XP, and is the definition of a late game mon. And then Comfey, I think, is just a very good Pokemon in general to have, but it's sort of like there's nothing to really say about it. Whereas like Ho-Oh is the new EX mon, and then Absol is just the generic takes the jungle speedster, which I could have had anyone, but Absol was the Discord's choice. So I decided to do Absol. Yeah, this animation was actually co-written by the Discord. So a lot of the things was actually because the Discord decided, hey, I asked the Discord, like, what are some things you don't like about Pokemon Unite? And what would you like to see in the second one? And not very many were actually based on funny things about the Pokemon themselves, rather the actual players of, like, you get these types of players in every type of game. So this one will be about the players rather than the Pokemon being a little bit silly. Meowscarada would have been nice. I would have liked to do Meowscarada, but honestly, Absol's kind of funnier. I feel like there's a lot more try-hard Absols than there are try-hard Meowscaradas. I could be wrong, but from what I know, or from what I've played, I feel like there's more try-hard Absols than there are try-hard Meowscaradas. Okay, And there's a little bit of pushback after this one. Alrighty. Let's see how that goes. Nice. I might actually have to add some easing into the... How would I do that? Where did my camera go? Unless I can figure out the timing. Sorry, I'm just gonna go into thinking mode for a sec. All right. Yeah, okay, the camera obviously doesn't keep up with Lucario. This would need to be in my ease 1. Okay, and he would need to move up a bit more. Hopefully he stays in place. No, he doesn't. Okay. This is why I don't like doing eases, because sometimes it just looks really strange. See, why does he go all the way back here? I don't want him back here, I want him here! Okay. And then he punches the Bunnelby. I want the jump to feel further though, so I'm going to move him back very slightly. And I'm going to have him fly through the air a little bit longer. Until he can land the punch. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to delete this so I don't get confused. Oh. Alright. You know what? I might have him move back a little bit more. And then have him fly in from further back. Again. Alright. I hope that looks okay. Alright, I just need more build up now, but I think I've got it. I'm having mental trauma just doing this. Yep. Yep. The look, anything to do with like automation in the animation process is super tedious for me. It is just another level of frustration that I have to deal with. Okay. But I've got it, I hope. So, I'm actually going to make another save of this just in case I mess something up now. Lucario has the black head things. Yes, I am aware that I also need to add the tail and the back arm, but I'm going to do those last as they need... I'm doing them last because they are flowy things, if that makes sense. So things like hair and tails, because they flow and they need to have some bounce back and they don't really follow the normal geometry of a body. Okay, easy to explain. If it doesn't have bones in them, I usually do them last. So things like hair and the tail, I will do last because I need them to follow. Yes, they will be animated later. So yeah, I will add them, but yeah, thanks for the reminder. Okay, I'm going to move this up here. I'm going to delete all of this. And I'm going to replace this leg with this leg. it down here. And wait, no, I won't do that. Okay, I need to match these legs together but without the smear. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm essentially going to duplicate these frames but have him sort of crouch to get ready for a jump. Like this. And then tween him a little bit forward. Okay, and then hopefully that looks smooth. Almost. Each frame. And then this needs to go here. This needs to go here. Okay. So now it looks like he's taking off. I just call them dreads. Yeah, they do look like dreads. Bro descended from Lee Jordan. Alright. I might tween him to come down with more force and then punch. Alright, I might actually move him further along. And you know what? I might even have him slide. And okay, I'm going to have one more frame. We're just pulling it back slightly. All right. I think that'll do. I might change this though. I'm not super happy with how the feet land. There we go. So he's punching along, run, jump, punch. I might give a little bit more hang in the air time just so that it looks even more powerful. There we go. And I might speed this up just by one frame. And then the Bunnelby can be retimed later. Alright. But I think I'll just quickly add the Bunnelby because it's funny. Okay, so Bunnelby gets punched here, so I'll add this here. Okay, camera stops moving here. Wait, can I just... No, not quite. He doesn't quite follow the background. Okay. Alright, here's where it becomes complicated. Because I need to track him to the background. And tracking is the worst. Okay, so he's on this little brick. Which is over here. That sort of works. Okay, you know what? I'm going to keep that for now. And then he gets bonked on this frame. And you know what? I might actually do a little bit more camera work just to make sure he's centered. So... Oh no, I have to move the background as well. Oh. Alright. Gonna cheat. Cheating failed. Okay, okay. Let's just try and get them centered first. And then... Okay, I like that. I'm gonna just... do this, and I'm just gonna try and move it manually and hope that it doesn't look too strange. Okay. I think that looks okay. All right. I'm gonna make... I don't know if I'm set on this yet, but I just want all the Bunnelbys to sort of fly off. Kind of silly-like. You know what? I might actually make it go even slower so it's even funnier. There we go. Bang. Does not match whatsoever, but it's funny. Alright, I'm gonna remove this frame. And make the flying up into the air faster. Nice. Give them those surly eyes without animation when they fly away, like the sad eyes. No, I think I like the facialless. I like the non-expression death. Right, here's where I'm gonna add a little bit of tweening, or not tweening, sorry. Add a little bit of what's it called? Squash and stretch. I'm a Zoroark lover. Nice. Zoroark is very cool. Okay, that might be all for today. I don't know if I can do much else without going into, like, a huge process. And I am also a little bit hungry-wungy, so I might get some food as well. Yeah, I might call it well, I mean, if my animation doesn't disappear, that is. yeah, I think I might call it there for today. So, we got Larvitar punching the Bunnelby, Lucario jumping and punching the Bunnelby in the face, and him flying off. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do today. I will stream again tomorrow, so I might finish off this shot tomorrow. I might just add Lucario's dreadlocks and tail in the meantime, and then tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I might actually work on Larvitar's lines, because he does speak, he does curse a lot, and I think it's very funny. So I might actually go ahead and do his voicing tomorrow. If you want, you can join our Discord. It's in the description if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, bye.